Hi everybody, Mercedes here again. This week we are going to be doing the Rip It or Ship It tag, which is a game that's pretty popular in the booktube community. Basically, you write down names of characters on pieces of paper and then put them in a hat or whatever. You pick two and decide whether you would rip it or ship it. Pretty simple concept. Also, it is really windy out today, so I apologize if you can hear that, but can't be helped. I'm going to be doing TV show characters today. I've seen people do this with celebrities or YouTubers and obviously book characters. I read a lot too, but most of the characters that I really like or would want to be shipping with each other are kind of random and obscure. I don't really read many popular books. Probably the most popular book I've ever read is The Hunger Games, or Divergent, but I didn't like Divergent. I know. We're going to be doing characters from my favorite TV shows. I thought that'd be kind of fun, because then you can get to know what my favorite shows are, as well as play the game with me if you recognize them. Cue the music. 1 and 2. Here we have Hawkeye from MASH, and Abed Nadir from Community. Oh boy. I feel like that is probably a Rip It, because their experiences are really, really different, and also in the show Community they make reference to MASH, so that would be a bit weird, but pretending that that wasn't a thing, I feel like they're just two very, very different people, which isn't to say that people who are different wouldn't work out as couples, considering that Abed spends most of his time in his dorm room and Hawkeye is a army doctor. I don't think that's gonna work out. Opinion, me. All of these are obviously my opinion. Anybody who thinks otherwise, you're being silly. 2. Liz Lemon from 30 Rock. And Sally Rogers from... This would work perfect! And Sally Rogers from The Dick Van Dyke Show. I think this would be amazing, because they're both TV writers. They're both funny, independent type women. This is perfect. I ship this. Yes, these two people I ship get to go in the bowl. 2 more. Hopefully I have enough in here. I just thought of a bunch of random characters and threw them in. So I don't know if I'm going to have too many or not enough, but we will find out together. Now we have Donna Noble from Doctor Who and Carlton Lassiter from Psych. This depends, I think, because they're both extremely, sassy and sarcastic. It depends on whether they would just grate on each other, or if that would just work out perfectly because they have similar senses of humor. I think they would make really good friends and kind of, sarcastic buddies, but I don't think they would work in a relationship. Them together could be good, but we're gonna rip it. Bolin from The Legend of Korra, and Merlin from the show Merlin, BBC's Merlin. I think they would be adorable. You know, they both have essentially magic. Merlin has literal magic. Bolin has earthbending, so they both kind of have magic, so they can relate to each other. And they're both just sweetie pies. I think I ship this. Bolin and Merlin, plus their freaking ship name just makes itself. Ty Lee from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and Larry Appleton from Perfect Strangers. If Ty Lee was, aged up appropriately, because I think Ty Lee's only, 16 in the show, and Larry Appleton's, early 30s, probably. So we're gonna age them appropriately. I feel like Larry would think Ty Lee was really cool and maybe a bit intimidating. I don't know, but Ty Lee is really kind of fun-loving and sweet, so maybe that could work out. You know what? Despite the fact that I think Larry might be slightly scared of Ty Lee, at first, I think when they got to know each other, that might actually work out. We're gonna ship it. 2 more here. We have Shirley Bennett also from Community, and the 10th Doctor from Doctor Who. I don't know if that would work out. I think they can make pretty okay friends, but I don't know if they would work as a relationship. I feel like Shirley wouldn't really want to travel with the Doctor. She's kind of a homebody, plus she's got kids, and yeah, we're ripping it. Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and Parker from Leverage. Huh. You know what? I think that would work. Because Parker enjoys blowing things up and fire and tasing people, and Zuko's a firebender, and they both kind of don't really like people. It would be weird and really, really chaotic, but I feel like that would work. They would be a really scary couple, probably, because both of them... Zuko maybe is a little more level-headed, especially in a later series, than Parker would be, but it still would be kind of terrifying. Last ones, who do we have? We have Leonard Hofstadter from Big Bang Theory, and Sherlock Holmes from Sherlock. That could possibly work out, because Leonard is sort of the Watson to Sheldon's Sherlock. And if you already ship Sherlock and John, I don't really necessarily, but if I was going to ship Sherlock with somebody in this group, I feel like Leonard would be a strong contender. Probably the strongest contender, because I really don't ship Sherlock with anyone. You know what, because Leonard is kind of a smart Watson-y type character, I feel like it could conceivably work out. Although Sherlock would probably delete half the things that Leonard told him from his mind as soon as he heard them. But I don't know, it could work out. So we have our ships and our rips. You know what? I have an idea. I'm gonna do this again with the people I have left in the basket. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do this before. We know who's in here now. We're gonna try to see if we can ship them with other people. This time we have Bolin and Leonard. I feel like Bolin is a bit too ditzy. Then again, Leonard ends up with Penny. So maybe that would be okay. You know what? They're both kind of like sweet people, and then also Leonard is clearly okay with dating people who are less intelligent than him. And we have Ty Lee from Avatar and Merlin. I feel like that would also work out. Am I just going to be able to ship anybody who's in this thing with each other? Surely not. I think I ship it. Maybe I'll have to start getting tougher on these. Zuko and Sherlock. Now this wouldn't work. They would just fight all the time. They would both be happy being kind of a little miserable. But I don't ship it. I think they would be a really unhappy couple. Liz Lemon and Larry Appleton. That could work because Liz is trying to make it as a writer in New York, and Larry is trying to make it as a photographer in Chicago. I think it could conceivably work. I ship it. And then the last two in here are Sally Rogers and Parker. Nope. Nobody. Nope. No. We're down to 6. We'll just keep playing until we're down to our last 2. How does that sound? Or I run out of room on my SD card. Liz Lemon and Larry. Hold on, I need to make these up better. The less I have in here, the harder it's going to be. Merlin from Merlin and Liz Lemon from 30 Rock. I don't think that would work out, considering that I don't think Liz would be able to get past the whole magic thing. Yeah, because Merlin's kind of got like this long-suffering quest going on, and Liz is just trying to live her life and be successful in her career. So I feel like that's not going to work out. Okay. Leonard from Big Bang Theory and Larry Appleton from Perfect Strangers. I think they're quite similar as people, but they might be too similar. Larry clearly isn't a scientist, so they have very different careers, but Larry Appleton can be a little bit like micromanagey and I guess passive aggressive, which Leonard puts up with a lot of already from Sheldon. You know what? I don't think that would work. Last two. Bolin from Legend of Korra and Ty Lee from... They would be so good! That would be amazing! I ship it. Ty Lee and Bolin. What do we think? They're both really sweet. Bolin has his earthbending, Ty Lee has her chi blocking. They're both really active. I ship it. Okay, so I guess these are our winners, our last two, Bolin and Ty Lee. Let me know in the comments if you agreed with or disagreed with any of these ships, if you want me to play this again with different characters, if you have any characters that you thought I was missing from certain shows, I can always play this again. I just kind of picked some of my random favorite shows and my random favorite characters and put them in a hat. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, as I said, leave a comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Cheers everybody, stay awesome. Woohoo! Making a mess. Making a mess.